These are stabilized control panels. There's one on either side. They basically have the same controls in them, with the exception of these operate my left stabilizers, that would operate my right. I do have a high idle switch, either one, as well as one up above. They are three-way linked together. I have an EPU, emergency hydraulic power unit. We need hydraulic pressure to operate the stabilizers. If the truck were running PTO engaged, we'd have hydraulic pressure, we'd be able to operate the switches to operate the stabilizers. Right now the truck is not running, we need to operate the stabilizers. We have an EPU, emergency hydraulic power unit. This is a small electric pump. Builds enough pressure to operate aerial as well as stabilizer functions, but they operate a lot slower. It has a 30-minute continuous run time, 30-minute cool time. It also operates on the 12-volt battery system of the truck. So if the engine is not running, you have emergency lighting on, that type of thing, you want to use, turn that off, turn them off, as you're going to need all the battery you can get to run that for 30 minutes. To operate from this station, I'll activate the EPU switch and activate a stabilizer function. Stabilizer does come fully out, it will stop. I'll have a green light on the panel saying that it's all the way out. I will put my ground pad down. I will put the rope handle underneath the beam, just to avoid one more thing to possibly trip on. I'll bring the stabilizer down. I'll activate the EPU switch and function down. Alright, as the foot comes down, the beam's going to rotate up. When it rotates up, it's going to contact what we call a proximity switch. That will activate and it will turn my light on the panel. That proximity switch is located on the top of the beam. It has an LED light on it indicating that it is active. It doesn't sense any actual pressure as this is not firmly planted. It works on a magnetic principle. The beam rotated up, comes approximately 3/16 of an inch air gap, contacts the steel beam, turns the light on my panel. So when we do our setup, we're going to look at the tire. We're going to get the bulge out of the sidewall of the tire. Second, we'll look at our lights to make sure our lights are on, and then look at our inclinometer for degree of slope and grade. There's another proximity switch horizontal on the beam, and that's one that senses full extension. If you're not fully extended, you are short jacked. We have a third proximity switch that is sensed by this target. When the stabilizer foot comes up, it moves that up. When it comes fully in, it moves in position to contact the proximity switch. This is the one that tells you the stabilizers are stowed. If you do not have one or more all the way up or all the way in, you're going to get an alarm and a light in the cab indicating stabilizer is not stolen. We have another proximity switch that senses when the aerial is in the boom support. We need the aerial in the boom support to operate the stabilizers. Once all four are planted, green indicator lights are on, it can raise the aerial out of the boom support. Once it goes up out of the boom support, basically it shuts off your stabilizer system. So if you went to the controls, the lights would remain on, but if you activate the switches, the stabilizer will not move unless the aerial is back into the bed.